So today I'm going to try this for the first time in many years, although I'd be lying if I said I hadn't played this at least a little bit, but very little. Like I just tried the site out and stuff. I didn't even know if you were allowed to stream this or not. Because like this is just one of those random unofficial like fan sites as far as I know. But it lets you play like the older formats, like GOAT format or whatever else. Which does seem to allow some illegal cards and stuff, so I'll slowly get my memory back of some of this stuff, but it's weird how some of the best ways to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Over the years, at least on the internet, have been fan-made. Like, some of the official games aren't really that great, or you don't want to get bogged down by microtransactions and stuff, so there is no, like, card collection aspect to this. You just have all the cards and you can just make decks. So I'll actually start. I had some ideas for decks, but I'll just kind of look through and see what I want to do. So my experience with it was, like, I played it way back when a little bit, like with the in-person aspect, and then I played a lot on like late 2000s maybe, in terms of like KCVDS. People who know, if you know, you know, Kaiba Core Virtual Duel System, that was so good. And that was also fan-made, and you could choose from all these different cards. I think it even had like some of the anime-specific cards and stuff like that. And maybe somewhat to my embarrassment, but I have actually seen the entire original anime, at least, none of the other ones. But entire 5 seasons, 200 plus episodes, not really great, but you know, my main issue with it is there are some good characters. Like, I love Bakura in retrospect. Like, he's playing like some other he's playing Magic while everyone else is playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Like how even when he loses, he wins because he's still doing basically what he wants to do. It's like that problem that you encounter in some stories where a character is too powerful, so they have to hold them back, right, until the story's ready for them. And it's kind of like, you know, like in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, you have Pride, but Pride has to not kill anybody, right? Or at least not kill the sacrifices. So he easily could have, but he never gets like a meaningful kill to establish him as like a major threat, even though he is the most powerful of the homunculi. So that, and also Kimberly doesn't kill anybody. Let them kill a chimera or something. So in the same context with Bakura, you could say like, let him beat some major characters still. But yeah, you need to give Bakura a win over like Joey or over Kaiba or something at some point just to establish them as a threat. The only duel you remember him really winning in the whole series was like against Bones, which is some garbage side comic relief type character. None of the major characters, obviously he can't beat Yugi because I guess they could have made it so like he drawed, like how they do with Alistair in the season 4. And unpopular opinion, but I'm one of the few people who like season 4. See, that's one of those things when you go in pure. Like, I didn't know what was considered canon and what's not. So, in other words, like, I didn't hold that against Season 4. I just didn't know what was what. So, Darts was definitely threatening, and that was a great season, in my opinion. I love that Raphael beats him. Like, eventually down the road, you're going to run into a duelist that's actually really good and actually capable of beating you. I mean, you'd rather it be like Kaiba, but you've been down that road enough times by that point. So, the point being that was actually really cool. And he beats him like twice over in the sense that he not only doesn't use the seal himself, but he gets him to use it. Yeah, my computer's not good enough to run a Flash. The cool thing with this too is like not only is it free, not only do you not have to worry about card collection, but it's also just like in a browser. You don't even need an app. You don't need to download anything. It's just so convenient to do these. I don't know if that's still even around, KCVDS, but that was pretty damn good. Classic online thing. It's sad that fans feel like they have to do this themselves because, you know, whatever, these companies either make it too microtransaction based or they just don't make these type of things at all. You think you want it but you don't, kind of thing. Just play with real cards and buy packs and stuff. But yeah, I actually thought season 4 was one of the best, if not the best, in terms of, you know, Doris was actually the most threatening character. It takes Kaiba and Yugi. Sure, his cards are overpowered and bullshit, but it's like, that's often how a lot of the things go. Like, Merrick can't shut up about the Winged Dragon of Ra and how good it is, and he still loses to Joey, even with it. That was kind of a bullshit moment for him, but you obviously know Joey can't win. And what else? My favorite moment was like the defusion on Noah, because that's a real play you can actually make. So that's the problem. Like, imagine making a show about something, but you can't even follow the rules of it, or you can't have a consistent set of rules. It's one thing to have bullshit made up cards, but at least have them work consistently and stuff like that. So a play that you could really do, like fuse something and then defuse it and then still attack with it, that you can really do. So that was an amazing way for him to finish off Noah, like when he still has 9,000 plus life. So that's good, but a lot of it's just random shit. So it's like, you're making a show about a card game, first of all. That's strike one. How exciting could that be? It's like you make a show about chess, but you can't even follow the rules of chess. But then you can't even create a consistent set of rules. They keep changing. They're not like the real card versions. They change even throughout the series from one effect to another. So that's the bad thing about it. Alright, so we're going to go in nice and easy, deck constructor. So my whole thing that I enjoy, that we're going to do the older, simpler format, right? These kind of games, Yu-Gi-Oh! Suffered from two things, right? Most card games suffer from power creep. Like, we see that a lot in Hearthstone. I'm sure you see it in Magic, where they just have to keep releasing stronger and stronger cards that are like, we already have cards that do the same thing, just not as good. But in the context of this, it suffers from something else too, and the reason why they do that too is to make you buy more packs or whatever, but like they'll make stronger stuff over time. But this also suffers from other stuff, like just too many mechanics, too complicated, XYZ synchro summon. Like they tried to, I don't know why any of that was really necessary. Like they wanted to feel different, or they just ran out of ideas and it was around for maybe even too long, so they just didn't know what to do with it. I'm the type of guy who can just play like one format forever and still enjoy it. Like I can still do Wild in Hearthstone, although the last time I did that they had changed stuff too, where you still can't use like even certain cards even in Wild, even though the whole point of Wild is you should be able to use anything. But no, I could just like do this GOAT format forever, and it doesn't matter, because the goal isn't to make the min-max best possible deck objectively and just try to win as much as possible, which I'm sure some people will do, but a lot of people will just make fun and interesting and unique things and still theory craft to this day, and try to do combinations of stuff that maybe still nobody's thought of. You assume everything's been thought of, but it's not like there's an engine in this the same way like in chess or something, where you can't really solve a game like this because you're drawing cards in an unpredictable way, so it's just impossible. Unless, I guess you have a deck that guarantees. So, like, you can use some illegal cards, although I'm not sure exactly how many or what or why. Like, I've seen people use Pot of Greed and stuff in here. So, whatever. Maybe I'll... Hopefully people aren't tryhards and just trying to win. You want to make a fun deck, you want to make a theme deck. You want to do even some anime stuff. I actually did a little thing like that way back, like, where me and a couple of people would play like we did like a tournament, right, where it was all like with the anime cards, and it wasn't on this site, but it was on some other thing that lets you use the anime cards. So it's kind of like, you go through each real deal that takes place in the show with the exact cards that they have. And so I think obviously Ori Calco's thing won because it's so overpowered and busted. One of the, like, the Gaigas that can't be destroyed, that totally cheesed it. Is that even... Are those kind of cards in here? No, I guess not. Bypass limits. TCG, OCG. I'm not going to know a lot of this stuff, but it's going to come back to me. I mean, my whole philosophy is I'm almost like Kai, but not in the dragon sense, but how he always has those strong 4-star monsters. Like, I just like to come out with something simple and firm, like a Vorse Raider, that Luster Dragon with 1900, the 2000 Gorilla thing that's forced to attack and it can't go in defensive position. I just love that as just a strong, solid move. So on that note, let's actually look for that. The Gorilla is a good one. I love this. We can do 3 of those. You can do 3 of each, right? I guess I don't know. Like, what would it say if I tried to do Pot of Greed? It says it's banned, but you can use it in this format. So, I mean, I guess you'd feel bad for... Let's actually... I'll be at such a disadvantage. It's one of those cheese meta things. Like, everybody could choose not to use it, but if you don't use it, then everyone else is going to, and they're going to destroy you because of it. Little things like that. So, like, one monster, destroy it and gain... Okay, I don't care about gaining life points as much. Let me think of some of those 4... I'm just doing it all from memory, too. But I could obviously use some of these parameters. Like, what is a good 4-star... sort of... Oh, I used to like this one, too, because you could, like, special summon it by removing something from the graveyard. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned by banishing 1 earth monster from your graveyard. So I'm already getting synergy because you can let this die and then do this. I don't know that you really need 3 of those. In fact, I definitely don't want 3. That seems like too much. When it's sent, if it's destroyed by battle, destroy all spells and that's actually pretty good though. So, not that I didn't use spells and traps. In fact, I made some decks that were like only spells and only traps because there are some trap monsters, so you could still get away with doing that. It's kind of a cool idea. Although, probably not that good. So, remember, the philosophy isn't to try to win. Well, you're still trying to win in terms of how you play, but it's not like you're only just trying to min-max and win. You're trying to make interesting, unique stuff. So this suits me just because of the nature of these strong 4-star monsters. So let me try to do it without using any of this, till I could just put in, you know, fixed amounts. What is another good 4-star monster that I can think of that I would use a lot? Something like a 1900. I kind of wanted to have some effect too, which might be unfair, but I mean, you can kind of just do whatever's allowed. What other monsters did I swear by and use a lot? Just look for... Wait, there's only 604 cards? That's a... Oh, no, not 604 cards, 604 pages. I mean, I guess I could look through every single thing. But let me just look for ones I recognize. Like, destroy all level 4 monsters your opponent controls. I guess we could do one of those. That seems like a cool thing. Because 4-star is overwhelmingly common. Rainbow fish. But see, yeah, I mean, even in the old days, something like this would be viable. It's very similar to Hearthstone, how, like, there were simple cards with no effects, like a 3-2 normal summon, just regular thing, and it was considered okay, because not everything had crazy effects. And then as you go on, these just become completely garbage. Like, why would anybody ever use that? And then they make these super contrived sets. That is one thing I like about Yu-Gi-Oh, though. Some of the card text, like, look how long these things are. It's like a whole fucking storybook in here, and it's so specific and it's so contextual, so that makes these very tight sort of combo or theme decks. Like, this is only good with whatever this deck is, right? The Infernoble whatever the fuck, it's only going to be good with that. Nobody else is going to use it, so it kind of limits its viability. You also like the concept where it could theoretically be good at anything, it's just better with this particular deck. But some of these card descriptions are nuts. Like, most games aren't like that. Select 1 monster your opponent controls, special summon 1 with the same level. That's not really that good, I don't think. But yeah, that would be the simplistic, fun way to play. Just summon strong stuff. You're not trying to do any crazy draw strategies. I guess, would Exodia even be allowed in this? Wait, why aren't the arms and stuff there? Isn't it still called left arm of... Oh, it doesn't actually say Exodia in it, though. A forbidden left arm sealed by magic. Whosoever breaks the seal will know infinite power. Okay, go back to this. I'm having trouble remembering some of the other monsters that I would use. There were definitely a lot of 4-star, good quality stuff. You could definitely put in, like, Jinzo. Just like a good... Oh yeah, I love that Jinzo spell canceller too. For some reason I feel like there was a 1 limit on this. But yeah, Jinzo spell canceller, even though it's not good, like, spell canceller sucks. It's the same thing as Jinzo, but it has way less stats, like single tribute. I guess I'll go with that for now. This is almost like my mage thing, anti-spell, where I have Lothab in Hearthstone, Lothab and the Nerubians and stuff, just to try to lock down their usage of spells. Is it actually good? No, but it's fun and I like the theme of it. So that'll be my excuse when I get destroyed by all these try-hard people, probably. What else do we have? So those are like your 6 ace tribute monsters. Pretend like those are the best you got. And one of them is complete garbage, because 1800 for a tribute is just not viable. That's horrible. I mean, I have better stuff just without anything. So what else is going to go on with these? I don't mind looking through like this, but you would think I'd remember more. You could do some of the classics like Mirror Force or Magic Cylinder is so good. There's so many times in the show where people said that, like, if they just had Magic Cylinder, they'd just win because they're attacking with something, you know, crazy powerful. But that's not usually how the show goes, right? They'll never just Like, how do you beat an Egyptian god card? Just use Magic Cylinder, because even though traps don't affect them, it'll still affect the attack in the player. When this is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, roll a... Oh, I don't like dice, luck type stuff. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that was considered filler, or that wasn't canon to the manga and stuff in the anime that I actually really liked. Like Siegfried, I don't know if that is actually canon or not, but I really liked him. I didn't mind Noah, although I can understand people's gripe about the time of it, that it takes place in the series. Let's see if I'm still going into the red like before. Like, they just interrupt Battle City. It should have been like on the way back or on its own little chapter, right? It shouldn't have necessarily been just in the middle of it. I can get that point. I don't know why they even decided to do that. But yeah, Season 4 felt pretty natural. Like, it could have been canon. He seems to be very unreliable, but he might have incredible potential, so it must be some fusion thing. 100 for 5. To see if I recognize any of these, or... Oh yeah, Demise, King of Armageddon is pretty fun too. That was one of my favorite cards. It's just such a simple and straightforward effect, but... Let's do one of them. Or wait. Oh no, it can't be in your... And yeah, that could just be like but I forget, does it have to be in your hand, or you can summon it from your deck? Ruin Queen of Oblivion, Demise King of Armageddon. You must also tribute monsters whose total, but summoned from where? Some of the text can be pretty confusing because it's just unclear, right? You just have to kind of extrapolate and come up with yourself what you think it's going to be. Let me keep it on the bottom here, just so I can see. Is it going in the red a lot or what? Man, I hate that. All right. Fields whose total, I guess I don't really understand. See, this is going to be stupid because unless you commit to it, it feels like it could just be a fun element, but I'm not big on ritual stuff in general. I think I remember using this a little bit. While this card is face up on the field, all things are... Wait. All effects of spell, trap, and monster cards that target cards in the graveyard. That's way too specific to be useful. End of an... Oh yeah, some of these are like weirdly translated in name too. Like white magical hat. Like it's a guy. It's a magician wearing a white hat, sure. But it acts like the hat is the monster itself. It's just a magical hat. That's what's attacking you. Alligator sword, Joey set. It's amazing how so many of these iconic monsters are just garbage. 1500 4-star trash. But what I like in the universe of the anime, at least, is the fact that everything's considered super rare. So, like, there's only one Exodia in the world. So if you have one, you must have, you know, been faking it or something. I guess I don't even know the difference between this O and T, like, what the sets actually are. I guess it doesn't matter. So we're looking for some good 4-star ones. Anything that's 4, they could fit with our theme so far. So many garbage ones, though, that are just completely expendable. Why would you want any of this? This is what happens over time. To every single one of these. It just gets bloated, it gets power creeped, everything. This one's not bad, but it's very specific effect. These can be kind of a troll where it's... But this is actually nothing. It must have some fusion capability, but... But no, there's one of these that like just clears the whole board. That could be good. Before the Dawn of Man... Oh yeah, this is good for, you know, blue eyes and stuff like that. Level 5 or higher, normal from your hand. See the top 5 cards, return in the same order. So that just lets you see stuff. Nothing crazy about that. Some of these are pretty good flavor text though, too. I mean, that's literally all it is, because it has no effect. Ancient Arbor uses extensive knowledge to avoid the damage of enemy attacks. Not very well. 1500, 3-star. It almost makes you feel like 1 to 3-star doesn't even matter, because, like, why wouldn't just 4 be better in every case? But obviously with effects consideration. I don't know what this is. I don't think I've ever seen this. You can target one card you control, one card your opponent controls, destroy them. If you destroyed face-up Fiend, anything that's like so specific you don't really want. Each player reveals one card from their hand. If one card is higher than the other, the card with the lower level is sent to the... So it'd be good if you have a lot of high-cost stuff. And the player who revealed it takes 1,000. Non-monsters are created... Oh, or if you just don't have a lot of spell and traps, too. Anti-fusion, destroy one fusion. I haven't actually... I don't know how common that's going to be. Ritual or fusion. I don't know why I'm even doing that myself. It's very unlikely we'll get to use it. I don't know if you need this in your hand or not. It doesn't actually say that here. Ritual summon, but from where? Alright, so what else do we got? Oh, this is going to take forever to go through. I guess I could just look like sort of fit for purpose. I just thought I would remember and know some of these offhand. Isn't this the one... You can send Queen's Knight, King's Knight, Jack's Knight, special summon against 500 times the number of cards in both players' hand. You can discard one card, destroy all face-up cards your opponent controls with the same type as the discarded card. Where he tries to destroy the Golden Castle, but it still doesn't work. I think that was the same one. This one is the one, I'm just going to keep making references to that, like where he baits the big five when they have Tristan. Because he doesn't know about the effect, I guess. So much of it is just like them explaining effects, like the Pot of Greed thing that everybody makes fun of. Like nobody knows what the cards even do. When this is sent to the graveyard, target one thing, loses 500. So he uses Heavy Storm and he thinks, oh, it was a trap, but the real trap is built into the effect. What else do we have? Oh, this is pretty good, I guess. You can send one, target one thing that they control with less than or equal. So even that could be really good. Yeah, why wouldn't I even do that? It doesn't even matter about like the line of it. Yeah, but this is just good in and of itself for the effect, right? You don't need to summon it by using the other one. Although I guess you could justify still putting it in there. You can send this to the... Yeah, you're never going to have the chance to do that. It's just not going to stick around, I don't think. That's the problem. But I'm fine with just doing it outright. So then you could use any of these. But you're not going to have, like, really high... You have to just... So it's not based on this card. It's based on whatever you discard, right? Target one thing your opponent controls. Equal them the Scent monster, not this one. So even something stronger than itself you could do that way. Target one spell on the field, destroy the target. If the target is set, reveal it and destroy it. If it's a spell card, otherwise return it. But then at least you get to see it. We're still in A. Now this is one of those high attack things you might think I'd like. Cannot attack in the same turn as normal summon, flip summon, special summon. During each of your and your opponent's standby phase, remove spell counter on your field. If you don't, you have to destroy it. So it is only 4 stars though, so that could be good. Injection Fairy Lily could be good too. You of course have 8,000 points here, unlike the 4 that is so common. But there's just too much stuff. I don't know what else. Oh yeah, I could just play into the theme of it. Speaking of theme decks, like... See, these have different pictures, but it's the exact same thing. Like, it wouldn't let me... Yeah, it wouldn't let me overlap. I'm actually not too familiar with the sort of pentagon. Oh, maybe that's why they reprinted it, because it's like some kind of offensive symbol, maybe. Let's use that one then. But this is the one that I definitely recall. So what else is there? We could do Trap Jammer is excellent for this, because you can just guarantee the attack of one of these very strong monsters. So we're going to go very hard into a theme. What else would have to do with this? Like, something that has to do with preventing... I can't think of any other cards that really do it. Now you just want a lot of strong stuff to let stick, and you don't want too many other spell or traps, really. I think Demise is completely garbage, but with this, unless you really commit to it, which I'm not really doing. Okay, fine, I guess I'll cheat a little bit and do this. So you can do greater than or equal to 4, wait, whatever. It should be 4 and it should be like 1900 plus. 1900 is less than or equal to, wait. Greater than or equal to 19, right? No, I did it the opposite. It should be here. It should be level 4. I mean, I guess there are some that would bypass the need. Like, you could do the tricky. Oh, shit. I have to reset the whole thing. But then you end up discarding too much stuff. That's why that's not good. I'll just do, like, 1 of some of these. That's the one used as the first play in that Fateful, where he discards something really valuable in doing that, like his first play, the Pharaoh versus Yugi. Let me go back to what I was just doing with like 19 and 4 and 4. You search like that, there's a lot of pages of it. 4, 19, but give me like some kind of effect, or even like Breaker is good. Like you have the chance to, oh, but he's not even, maybe I'll make it 18 then. The 18 or high. Oh, but there's gonna be way too many then. I just have to remember that, okay, I could put Breaker for the ability to destroy stuff. You have that flexibility at least. This is 2000 if it attacks. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff now. There should just be like a reset button so I don't have to do this every time. So you got, what was it? Breaker is good. This is 19, so like why wouldn't I do that? And you have such great flexibility. That's such an amazing card. And it also synergizes with stuff that has like spell counter precedent, like whatever kind of, I know there's cards that benefit from that. You also have the ability to do, what was the other one? Oh yeah, Goblin Task Force thing, or Attack Force. So you can, I'll actually do 3 of these, because again, that's what this is all about. You do an attack, or you let it sit there, and then you tribute. If this attacks, it is changed to defense position, and this has 15. I don't even mind, like just degenerate 4-star emphasis here. Like really, go 2000 plus for 4, and just see what you can do. Yeah, I never really used this, but actually 22 is good. If it attacks, change to defense position. Cannot be changed until the end of your next turn, but you're not trying to do that. Either you just summon it and wait for a tribute opportunity, or you could attack one thing and get rid of it, and trying to think of some other stuff. So much of this is just memory of what I did, or try to think of more stuff to tribute into. What were some good effects, like a 6-star, 5-star, anything for single tribute? I don't really want double tribute stuff. I feel like there's one on the tip of my tongue that I would usually do. So much for having a ton of ideas actually to use. If this is normal summon, destroy it. So that makes it garbage right there. See, some of them are at least flexible. Like this isn't that bad. It's 2000 with 1000 defense. So you have to not put it in defense mode, but you wouldn't want to do that anyway. And it must attack if able. You typically want to do that anyway. That's the whole point of that. This requires 1000 of your own life points to attack. So you could also throw this out as a tribute possibility. Just don't attack. I actually don't even mind that. Like, think about how much of a guaranteed promote we should have here. Or a tribute. I mean, I'm talking promote like in chess. You can discard. I don't want to discard anything. There's quite a few of these, but a lot of them are obviously some kind of stupid effect stuff that you have to do, or a synchro. I guess I'll look at 5 and 6, because I don't know what kind of tribute stuff I want. So I have, wait, I already have 37. I guess I'm doing too many triples, but, oh yeah, I remember using this. You can destroy something. If this card destroys an opponent, this is so busted too. During each of your end phase, oh, but you only get 1. It could still be good. I guess I'll do 1 of them, because you can get that double attack out of it, which is insane. So you could either destroy 2 things or hit them in the face too. Of course, you can't expect me to remember the name of each of these. Mystery Shell, I mean, honestly, wait. But then why would you do this? Yeah, why would you do the elf if you could just do something 2000? It doesn't matter if it has 0 defense. It's not going to come into play at all. If normal summon, destroy it. That's all I want is just like... In fact, it's arguably even better than this because it doesn't have the downside. Cannot attack, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's some that have a negative effect and some that just exist. So what is that about? Just look for a normal with 2000. 38. Honestly, I'm not even that bothered by this. You never want to go over 40 too much, but... You know, I'm the type to do that regardless. What was the other thing that just had 2000? Was it... Just with no effect, no nothing, no drawback. We saw the goblin stuff. What was it? It was some kind of dragon. Here, 1, 2. So if we look at this, how do you, like, sort it by something? Rename. First, save your deck. Okay. Untitled has been saved. Rename. Let's make it 1. So what would I say the quality of this is? The main thing I'm not happy about is there's nothing to tribute into. And what is even the point in doing this? Oh, I guess just so you can get 2 things out in 1 turn. You could get a 2000 and then another 2000. There's no card draw. So you're going to run dry pretty quick, especially because these degenerates are going to use like Pot of Greed and stuff. And so 27 monsters, 5. What is the yellow? I don't even know what that is. 1, maybe 5 stuff above. No, I have no idea what that is. Maybe normal and effect, because most of the stuff does have effects. Let's look at some 5s. And of course you'd want a decent amount of attack, but how many could there be? Holy shit. There's some effects that maybe could be good, I just don't know. Guess I'll skim through the pictures really quick. Curse of Dragon, garbage card. Oh yeah, this is one that I used to use. If your opponent controls a monster, you can just get it outright. Maybe I could get rid of some of these. You don't need like 3 of everything. You can do 2, 2. So you have 9 tribute stuff. And so you can also use this effect in conjunction with that. The point is if they get something even stronger, it could be trouble. What else is there? Opponent controls a monster, you can spend... Oh, I haven't really seen this version of it. Whoa. It's just a white and a black, I guess. That's cool. I like when they reprint stuff that's just the exact same. They don't actually change the card. It could be because of something, oh, it's offensive, so they had to change it, but... I don't seem to recognize most of these. Some of them are Fusion, Sea Cayman, Gruesome... Oh my god, imagine doing 3 just to get 21. Most of this is fine. Trying to think what else you could do. I like that wave motion cannon stuff. The tricky is fine. If your opponent, whatever. I remember this one a little bit. Declare 1 type, you send 1 of that, and it's too slow though. Especially for only a 2000 tribute capacity. I think I might just go with this. Let me see some 6-star stuff. It's not that I don't have enough. Like how many things can I summon and how many things require either a special summon or a tribute. In fact, I'll do maybe only 1 of those now that I think about it. So you got 3, 4. And this kind of counters, if they try to do the same thing you're doing to match you, you'll have this in your back pocket. And it doesn't affect you, so that's amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then you have, even though some of these can bypass needing to be tribute for, just how many special summons then? 18 normal summons, 1, 2, 3 special summons, which is good. You don't want to have too many of those. And then 6 tributes. I won't even count that. 9 tributes. It's pretty good amounts of each, I think. If you want 2 more, maybe things that you can either tribute or you could... Let's actually look. This is not really that good. I don't remember this being that strong. like an Illidan knockoff, but this was before. How old was this card? That's almost what it makes me think of. Hearthstone copied this. That's what everyone says about Hearthstone too, and I've never really played Magic much, but that it copied Magic. Negate any monster. I guess I could do one of these. I'll do one of these and maybe one more thing that we could tribute from. Or you could just do Pot of Greed like a degenerate. It's pretty bad in and of itself. Some names are treated as that even if they don't actually say it. Oh yeah, there's like all that element stuff, like the fire. I forget what they're called. Can I be special summoned? Negate the effects of monsters destroyed by battle with fiend monsters you control, which of course applies to this. Not bad, actually. Yeah, what were the ones like? They had 24. It was like a set of 3. There's an ice one. There's a fire one. Oh, here we go. The Monarch set. These are very good to have like one of each, maybe. For most intents and purposes, right? Monarch. Yeah, they all have that in their name. Hey, how's it going? Thanks. Thanks for the follow, too. So you want... I guess I'll do one of each. This is going to be so horrible in practice, though, actually. If this is tribute summon, target one card, place it on the top of the deck. I don't know if I like that one. When this is tribute summon, you can target up to 2 spell and trap cards. Okay, this is good. If this is tribute summoned, discard 1 random card in your hand. Oh, I don't care about inflicting damage with that. If this is set, target 1 set card and destroy it. This is probably the best one. Destroy. Isn't this like the same? Oh, I guess this could apply to a monster that's set 2. This would just be... They could still be set, though, you would think. 2 spell or trap cards. Whether they're continuous or not. Making a deck to play against a friend? I think I'll just try random stuff, but... I'll try the GOAT format for whatever that is. Like, I still don't even know exactly how it works in terms of the banned cards, because I've seen people use, like, Pot of Greed and stuff. That could be the only bad thing about it. I think this is good. So yeah, I was obsessed with the whole... I just want to cancel trap cards and spell cards, but the spell canceler is just so bad. It's one of the worst things ever, but I still like it. So this looks generally good. So I have 18 that we can just play. You have like 3 that you can special summon. And then you have... How many tributes again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Or no, 10, 11. It almost seems like 1 too many. But I do love the Goblin Task Force, because that almost guarantees that you can tribute. At times. Right, because it's not a question of you even trying to attack. Or you could attack and then maybe still promote. Or I mean, I keep saying promote. So let's try a GOAT thing. Unrated. Let's do... How do you even do that? Huh? Oh, you have to go here. GOAT format unrated. Who cares about rating in this web browser game? Single with siding. TCG, OCG. I don't get the rule thing because whatever I have must be... Oh, there was somebody there. So let me just host one. How do you actually host it? Oh, here. I'm dumb. More than one copy. Oh, you can't have more than one. Okay. Even that basic thing I didn't realize. Hey, Andre. How's it going? I gotta find a better place to put my chat. Actually, it's hard to see right now. Hold on. I believe a couple legal cards for GOAT format. Chess is worse than ever. I found a job, so I need to expend energy. Oh, shit. I guess I'll just leave it for now. So, you can't have more than one Jin, though, which kind of undercuts the whole point of this deck. It didn't even say, like, you... Okay. Well, that kind of just ruins it. Let's do that, like, that royal decree thing, then. How about that? Because I don't have many myself. That's the thing. It's like a minimal. My only trap cards are to prevent trap cards, spell and trap cards, so it doesn't matter to me. So it's like you play the minimalist philosophy. Like, I don't rely on them, and I prevent them from doing it, so they're just screwed. They have to beat me with just pure power and monsters, which they probably still can do with all the kind of crazy mechanics, but... Okay, let's try again. That's the only thing that was breaking the rule. But yeah, you are able to use, like, Pot of Greed and stuff. Okay, let's see what this is. So, it was his victory. And of course, you have to do everything manually, because this game is just too complex to do it automated. Although some of the other one... Wait, why is it, like... spaced out like that? I don't remember it looking like that. What did I do? Whatever. Reasoning. Your opponent declares a monster, so you obviously want to go with 4. Always 4. So if it is the same level as the one, otherwise summon it. Of course, you would think they would have a deck built around that idea. If it is normal or special summon, you can send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. If this is sent to the graveyard by card effect, you can fusion summon 1. What is he doing then? You can send the top 3 cards of your own deck. I don't know what this deck is, actually. When your opponent activates a monster effect... Holy, this is the kind of shit, dude. I'm playing GOAT format to avoid whatever kind of first turn. That happens in Hearthstone sometimes, too, but... Like, where the first turn is, like, 10 minutes long, and they just do, like, 50 different things. Like, just play a monster, put a spell card down, trap card down, and that's it. Like, the old school... Look at... What am I thought you couldn't do all this shit in here. If it's special summon, you can take 1... It's so bad. Like, the XYZ and bullshit synchro. This is at least just a fusion, and it's not even that strong, but... I don't know who thought that was a good idea. K? I don't know what the fuck just happened. Not K. WTF. I don't know what's going on. And if you do the targeted monster, send the top 5 of your deck. It's nothing to do with me. It's all him. He can discard stuff. So what's going on? You can't attack, dude. It's the first turn, so just end your turn, please. So I'm basically already screwed. I guess this is where the Goblin attack force would be much better. I'm 100 damage short of being able to use... You can take 1 tier... But yeah, you have to do everything manually. So like I could just add 100,000 life points to me and nothing bad would happen. Obviously that's bad sportsmanship and you shouldn't do that. But it's like chess where you're your own arbiter, so you could just cheat. His Nax out? Yeah, for a little bit. Deck age looks like it. You are playing in the current format. Get out of there. Am I? I thought this was specifically... Oh, shit. Specifically GOAT. I'll try again after this, but... This is amazing. Look at this. I'm just trying to display why people don't like it. Like, it's been 5 minutes. Like, what am I looking at, dude? Now, you could say, oh, I could do the same thing, too, and maybe I'd win, but... Do I really want to is the question. This is amazing. What the fuck? He's still going. I don't even care to read the effects. I trust you, dude. I believe that everything you're doing is legit, because I don't even care. Like, forget about it, dude. What is he bitching about? It's just not letting me put it on the bottom of my deck. I guess you have to resign then. Okay, I'm done. I'm pretty... Oh, maybe I didn't do that. Okay, GOAT format, single, TCG, OCG, or maybe I only... I guess I don't know what that really means, but let me... For fuck's sake. Oh, I must have reset when I removed Jinzo, so it's going to pick apart my deck one by one. Okay, you can't use Demise, so obviously you wouldn't want to use this even if you could. So I want something else I can tribute for. What is a good tribute summon, fun kind of thing that has a good effect? Anything like Or how about just something like with really high attack? Let's look for like a 6-star with the highest attack possible. Maybe there's some crazy... Wait. Oh, I'm looking for 6? No, fuck me. Or how about Gaia? Gaia is awesome because I'm going to burn out of cards. And then you can just summon it normal. I love that. How can there be this many Gaias? What the fuck? Oh, it's like stuff that fuses for it too. The one that can be... Yeah, this one. Gaia the Swift... What is it? Swift Gaia the Fierce Knight. Let me try to think of another one like that too. Or how about just like a high attack tribute? There's got to be one that's like 3,000 but has some... Oh, like the Lava Golem. But you can't actually play that yourself. Wait, that's not even 6. It must be 7 or 8. He only did like 3 cards so far, and he probably doesn't know how to play that deck. Give him some time. I thought you had a couple illegal cards. Do you want me to send you the list of illegal? No, I think it'll just keep telling me. I'm pretty sure that must be most of them. Shows you how well I know the format. Actually, let me just do that for the heck of it. But then I won't be able to destroy it. Imagine that. I'll summon Lava Golem for him and it'll just sit there and kill me. So I shouldn't do that. Okay, actually, I'm curious to see, like, what is the strongest 6-star monster that you can get? 28? I guess you have to go one by one, otherwise there'll be way too many. This card can only be normal by discarding all other cards in your hand and tributing one you control with 2,000 or more attack. Now that does kind of synergize pretty well with this. Gains 200 for each monster your opponent controls, loses 500 for each other monster you control. So it's kind of like a last resort type of thing. Similar to Gaia, but it seems way too situational for me to use. Can only be... But it's only a single tribute. So I could tribute anything pretty much that has 2,000, which is most of my deck. Tributing one card, discard everything in your hand. They kind of do work together, because you... Well, assuming you were going to draw into it. Let me go a little bit lower than that, but that is an interesting card. But interesting does not always mean good. In fact, it often means the opposite. So this is all synchro type, whatever shit. I don't think I ever really even played that format much, but you can't really play it. Wait. Oh, I'm screwing myself. You want to go here? Okay, we're looking for 26. This is solid. I mean, I can live with just a solid, flat 26. Cannot be special summoned. If you summon it, all tributes must be water, so why wouldn't you just get that instead? So many things that have the same value, basically. If you control 2, you can normal summon without tributing. Cannot attack. I'm just going to get the normal one. Trance the Magic Swordsman, or Frostosaurus. I guess I like this guy better. So let's go to 25. I basically should be set with that, but let's just see if there's anything with a good effect. You'd think I'd kind of recognize it. I definitely remember using the Monarchs a lot. I think I even just used this. Like, it's just a good solid thing, but I guess this is just better. Right, 100 more attack. Defense doesn't matter. That's the thing that sometimes people don't think about. 2,500 if it's face up, everything in the graveyard. This could be good, but it's, again, very situational. Okay, that should work now with legal cards. Goat. The tricky... Okay, whatever. I'm learning. It's fine. I'm learning one thing at a time. I really thought I had used the tricky in this before, though. That's odd. Okay, what is something that would be a similar value proposition to the tricky? Just basically a 2,000... Yeah, why would you even need that? I guess just because you could summon 2 at once. Like, just get another Phantom Griffin. What? Oh, I can't spell. So you get the tricky again, where you don't even have to discard a card. So why would I care? It's just very slow paced, right? This style of play. But that actually makes it more fun at times. More than one. Okay, Breaker. I guess I don't know what this format is at all then. I thought all these cards were normal. That's cool. We'll find some other ones. So basically anything with like 1900 attack base. Until which date is gold format? I don't remember. Are Cyber Dragon or Chaos Monster still in it? Yeah, I think Cyber Dragon is, right? This is right here. Or it's kind of saying them one at a time. He only did 3. Oh, I read that. Okay. Shouldn't it just tell you here? But I guess it doesn't know what format you're trying to do. So this is just like general. So let me go back to what I was doing. We'll say 4/4 with 2,000 plus. Let's say anything super strong. A lot of this is going to be tribute stuff. You can discard 1 card, blah, blah, blah. Most of these have like negative effects. I guess there's not really that many of them. This one's okay, but you don't really want to pay points. Oh, I remember using this like crazy too. At the end of the damage step, if a card was attacked, your opponent draws 1 card. It's like, it's good, but you don't really want to give them that. But then again, it's not going to stick around. You'll give them 1 card and then you'll tribute it. So I can live with that. Let me guess, it's not allowed, just like every other card in my deck. What? Oh, that's why I didn't use it. I was going to say, I never used that one. It's because you can't use that one, but I'm sure you can use the other one. 100%. Okay, let's go here. 4. Holy shit. This is really my fault for just not knowing really what I'm doing. 2,000 to 2,500 for a mere level 4. This guy kind of works the same way as the Task Force, but it's not as good. If anything, you could get a 3rd one of these rather than that. Imagine having 3 of those Chainsaw Insects, though. But you only really expect to use 1, and you tribute, and you should just win like that, because that's how simple the format should be. I remember using this, too. It's kind of the same thing. Oh, this is basically the equivalent of the Goblin Attack Force. It's like just with less defense. So how about that? I love that. Every single time I add something, it just keeps pulling the rug out from under me. Okay, that Berserk thing isn't there. It's not even really that good, but I just like the fact that it can double attack. Let's do this little search again. 4/4, 2,000 to 25. I mean, I guess I just assume it won't go higher than 25 anyway. Or it'll be some crazy kind of fusion type stuff. I remember using this, cannot attack directly. I'm perfectly fine with that idea too. Right, you don't need to attack directly. You're trying to set up for a tribute. This is amazing how every single thing I put is just getting cucked. Phantom Griffin is not allowed. Okay, that's kind of a big deal, because that was one of the better ones that you can just summon. Damn. What other ones can you do then? It should let you put in like what format. Yeah, here. Official cards. Go. Oh, here we go. That's what I should do. Make sure they're Go format cards, so then I would know as I'm doing this. Previous option. So now go to. Now this will be guaranteed to actually work. 4/4. 2,000 to 25. Okay, there's very few, that means. Cannot be normal summoned. Increase attack and defense by 400 for each. Oh, decrease the attack and defense. Once per turn, you contribute. If this card attacks a defense thing during the end phase, destroy the card. That's not really going to work. I have that. When this attacks, toss a coin. If you... Oh, shit, that's horrible. If this monster is normal summon, destroy it. Amazing. That's always the hard counter to having the high attack. Fancy insect. Does Go format use the original banned forbidden list of that time? I would think so, but you can still use stuff like Pot of Greed, so I'm not entirely sure what the ban lists exactly were, but I'm pretty sure... Maybe Pot of Greed wasn't banned yet. Maybe that's the thing. Cannot be normal summoned or set. But what does that mean? Oh, you can just special summon it. Because you can't tribute for it. You pay 900 when this card is targeted by the effect of a card controlled by your opponent. Roll a 6-sided. If it's 3, negate. And destroy the opponent's card. Battle damage inflicts is half. This is actually good, though, because... Like, you only paid 900 for a 2,000, and you intend to tribute it the next turn, so you'll only pay it once. I love that. This cannot be special summoned. Returns to the owner's hand. I don't want that shit. That's like the Noah set, right? Where everything jumps back to your hand. What is this? Cannot be normal summon, flip summon. Tribute one of your monsters on the field, excluding this monster during each of your standby phases. If you cannot or do not. Well, it says that like you have a choice. Oh, I guess you would have a choice then. Even if you had a monster, you could just choose to let this be destroyed. Oh yeah, I remember using this too. Zombria, who could I replace that with? Get rid of some basic 2000 and put Zombria in. Because, yeah, see, this is what I was all about. Just simple stuff like that. High attack. It doesn't even mean it's that good. It's just consistent, and it forces them to do some crazy crap. Okay, at least the ones we added. Mystery Shell Dragon is not allowed. What is that? Is this one? Well, speaking of Zombria, you know that he is a GOAT format card. How do you spell it? Zombira. Oh, whoops. Okay, how about that? It's amazing how like half of this was not allowed. Cyber Dragon is not allowed. What? I'm pretty positive that was allowed. That's weird. Maybe you have to use the other one that has the less sexy picture. Where is it? That's weird. There's no way. I'm positive I use that. Huh. That's very strange. If your opponent controls at least 2 more monsters than you do, you can special summon this card from your hand. Well, that should never happen with this kind of deck anyway. So now you could just do another Zombira. I always call them Zombria. Sounds better. Okay, just completely decimate my deck and be done with it, dude. It doesn't matter. Like, the concept is still preserved. Trance the Magic Swordman is not allowed. No wonder I don't recognize it. So, can we find something that fits into GOAT format that is actually going to be in that same sort of idea? Like a very strong single tribute monster. Like level 6, and 25 to 3, let's say. Not very many, so which one is just a thing that you can do? Cannot be normal summoned or set. I guess this could be why you do summon Skull, because it actually... Oh wow, look how many versions there are. This is awesome. I'll use a different pictured one at least. End of Anubis is better though, because it does have an effect. Right. So that could just be a net positive. And it is allowed in the format for once. We know that for sure. I guess I should have been doing that from the beginning. Then it would have saved me all this trouble. It was kind of funny to see how many times it's going to do this to me, dude. I guess I should have known that was way too good. Because 2400 in this would be just ridiculous. So what is something we can go back and do another one? GOAT format. And then you go to like a 4-star shenanigan. Let's go monster, 4... What? Okay, 4, and then you go 2 to 25, which there shouldn't be a whole lot of them. There's only 1 page. So which of these can I do? Tribute 1, I think I just looked at this. We did 3 of those. I don't think any of these actually fit with what I'm trying to do. So I guess I can settle for a 19. Because otherwise I don't really have a choice. Wait, does that mean Gigantes is not allowed either? Because why wouldn't that... Oh, he's only 19, that's why. Speaking of 19, that's exactly what I need. Okay, I guess 19 is not so bad, but... Just anything you can normal summon, or... When this is normal summon, flip summon, special summon, increase your life points by 1,000. When it's destroyed, take 2,000. I don't see the point of that. I definitely remember using this. But this was even like in a physical form. Cannot be normal summon set. Paladin of White Dragon. The spider who needs life points. That's crazy though. You're gonna give up 4,000 just to use it. That's horrible. Some of these effects are ridiculous. Oh yeah, I love Slate Warrior. Slate Warrior is awesome. So you can flip summon it to gain 500. And when it's destroyed, you also take away. Like, look at that. It's just objectively better than everything else here. This could inflict piercing damage, which is good. Oh, it's coming together now. I remember some of these cards very well. Okay, can we just do this? Giant Rex is not allowed. I guess anything above 19, that's really how you can tell, right? They tend to discourage using stuff like that because it just wasn't the meta at that time, I don't think. 19 was about as high as it could go, and anything over 2 they wanted you to tribute for, I guess. So you could go like 2, no. Just another 19, 4, 4. I guess I could just do another Gigantes, because there is a lot of Earth stuff in here, right? I guess just the Goblin Force and the Gorillas. You could do maybe one more. He must be allowed because... This is GOAT format, so that means I can actually do it. Thank God. Finally. So the hardest boss today was just actually getting it to work. So let's actually look at that then, since we're confirmed as actually being able to play. So you got 3 of the Gorillas, solid 2,000 attacks. The negative effects aren't too bad, because you don't want it in defense position anyway, and you don't want to not attack, because I guess if they already have something very strong, you've already failed, because your whole point is you want to be the aggressor. You can special summon this. I forget how you like sort it, where it just sort of goes in a correct order, but whatever. Or it puts the same cards together. Randomize. Oh, I guess this kind of sorts it. Okay. 4-star, this is to counter their 4-star monsters that try to stop yours. This is a good single tribute, and then you have a lot of high attack stuff. So, for example, you could use the Goblin Task Force with this pretty well, right? You summon this, and then you summon this, you tribute into this, and then you discard one of these to destroy 2,300 of theirs without having to give up a really valuable piece. This is a very good card if you use it right. This one's kind of not that good, but I kind of want to have one thing that counters monster effects, but it's not really that good. This is similar to the Elite Goblin Task Force. Just a lot of hard, sticky stuff that's not easy to kill, or they'd have to use a spell or something to do it. Tribute Summon, you can destroy 2 spell and traps. I mean, that's a big part of this deck, is to counter stuff like that. The problem is you won't be able to protect Spell Canceller even if you get it out. So I think this is the one that you should really replace with an actual good card, because it's just not. The Slate Warrior's fine. Gaia's obviously a clutch play that could save you. Zombria is very good, because even though it's like it'll destroy something and lose attack, then your only intention on the next turn is just to tribute it anyway. And even once it does that, 19 is enough to counter. Like, what do I have that could kill it? If my opponent used it and killed one of my monsters and it went down to 19, what do I have that could kill it without dying? Because I'm basically representing that. This thing could do it, and this could do it, and this could do it. So there's like 3, 4 things that can do it. These are basically the only 4 2,000 plus things that you can get for 4 stars, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I looked through pretty thoroughly. That's what I was going for. Alright. Let's do our first one here. Go to GOAT format, host, or I could just join one of these guys, I guess. Oh, man. That took quite a bit of work, actually. So apparently Cyber Dragon is not in it. Okay, I guess it's better just to host it myself. It does seem very active on here, though. This is a great site, because I don't know of any other way you can really play all these formats just at will like that. And of course it's free, and you don't have to worry about collecting cards and this and that. Pay to win card game. Imagine if it was like that. I mean, I guess they all are kind of like that, the official ones. So then in one case where the fans put the actual companies to shame a little bit. Okay, taking a little bit longer. We got into one before, but it wasn't a actual GOAT format game, I guess. So yeah, this deck is generally good. The main thing you should swap out is Spell Canceller and probably that Chaos Command Magician. I'm just putting them in there as like a gimmick almost, just because I like the theme of it. But Spell Canceller is dog tier. It's a cool idea, but like, the funny thing is, like, you'll summon it and they'll be like, oh shit, I can't use a spell to get rid of it. I'll just summon a 1900 4-star monster and kill it that way, with no effort whatsoever. So they don't even need to use a spell, that's the point. At least Jinzo is like, okay, I can't use a trap. And so, it's like if you get both of them on the field at once, you should just win automatically. Not that you actually should, but it should feel like that. Because your opponent just can't do anything to them. Look at all these people hosting, but nobody's actually willing to play. Like, what's the deal? If I click, I'll just wait till somebody joins mine. You might have a deck? Yeah, sure, we can play if you want. This is weird. There's so many people, but they don't do anything. I love that rock, paper, scissors thing at the beginning, too. Is that how they decided at tournaments and stuff? It must be. Something like that. Okay, let's just try this one. I'll go first, which means I can't attack, but the goal isn't always to do that. So you want something you contribute for right away. So this is excellent. So you could pay the life points, or you could just do this. And then that's it. So, I mean, I'm not going to be anal about the phases, but, like, you just summon it, and that's it. He discards something. This seems very familiar, but I forget what it does. It allows you to summon something, or... No, it allows you to cycle through the deck like a degenerate, and now he's going to play Pot of Greed. So you don't actually play it for the sake of playing it. This is why the whole 40-card rule is so important. You would never want more than 40 because he's putting something he doesn't even care about. I hate that. So we could set this. It's not going to work for me now, though. You wouldn't really want to do that because you wouldn't be able to attack him directly anyway. So you summon that. You pay 900 during each of your standby phases. When it's targeted, you can roll a dice and negate the effect. Battle damage is halved, but that's still fine. This can't attack... Wait. Oh, it can attack directly. For some reason So you'd rather attack with this first and then draw one card. So he's playing some kind of cycle through deck. Must attack if able. So we already took out a big chunk. This is all it is. How do you get rid of 2,000 attack point stuff? How do you do it? That's the question. And I'm sure he could do it, but it's just fun. Like, I'm in the driver's seat. Cannot be normal summoner set, must be special summoned by ban. Oh, that's why, too. Everything's going exactly as he wants. Your opponent discards one random card, and if they have any other, discard one more of their choice. Landed on... What does that mean? He wants to do this one to graveyard, and then one more of their choice, which could be maybe this one, I guess. We're landing on 6 land. How do you even do the dice? I don't even know how you do the dice. I think there's an icon for it. Where? Pause game. How do you even do that? It'd be good if I actually went AFK still. Declare the effect of Chaos Sorcerer. What is it? You can target one face up and banish it. Oh, okay. Too much going on already, but... Okay, he has a respectable 2300. Now what? What is going on? Cannot attack. What the fuck is going on? Okay. Look. This guy is doing something very try-hard, probably. So now I just lose because I can't do anything about this. Alright, that's acceptable, I guess. We'll just attack this sucker here. I mean, I still have 6,100 points, but I don't have the means to really get rid of stuff like this. And this was for this one? I guess End of Anubis would have saved me there. I wish I would have had that. Okay, we can do next game, sure. So he has 1,100. Cannot be special summoned. If it's normal summon, target one face-up monster. Change it to face-down defense position. How do you even do that? Oh, set. Okay, it just gets destroyed. We take 2,300 more. So I might need something like a heavy mallet to be able to destroy a situation like this. We can negate trap stuff, but I'm basically just dead. He might think that's something good. So it's too much like, oh, I have to be in the driver's seat for this deck to work. I thought you couldn't use that. What the fuck? What do you mean? This is GOAT format, isn't it? What is going on? I just had to remove that from my deck. I'm so confused. Maybe it has like a slightly different rule thing. Okay, let me first of all search that because I'm very confused by what just happened. Is Breaker included in this or not? It is, but I thought I just had to toss it. I'm so confused. GOAT format cards. So what would I replace it with if I want it? What's something that's like 1900? Maybe I don't even want it, but I guess I kind of want like one of them. No, what I really want is like a heavy mallet or something. Just something to destroy a strong monster, right? What? Oh, you can only have one, that's why, I get it. So it wasn't that I couldn't use it at all. What is something... Destroy... Like, fissure is there. If that was the only thing he had, it would still work. Isn't that what it was called? It must not be allowed then. What is another good thing that just destroys a single target? Oh, it's a hammer shot. Okay. So should I maybe have more of those? Since I'm questioning the usefulness of this, I guess I'll just do one for the gimmick sake of it. Because this works for a lot of good purposes. Because you could destroy whatever else he has yourself and then just use this to finish off the rest. I guess that could be good. Because that was what the problem was in the last one. I just couldn't deal with that. Okay, I'll put it like a password, I guess. Let's do just like 1, 2, 3. So you can use Breaker. Yami Master Bakura. I like how they mistook it that Yami was actually Atem's name. Weevil Underwood, everybody's a role player. Old school, first turn draw. Oh, man. This is complicated, even at this level, let alone the further you go. I guess I could try some of the other things, too. Like, Duel Links wasn't bad, but it's just kind of overly simplistic. I think I remember doing the Ojama thing, where you just try to block out the 3 squares of them not being able to use their side of the field to summon anything, and then they're just kind of screwed, because there's nothing they can do. It's not like a perpetual effect, or like a persistent effect that requires the thing to still be out there. It just works no matter what. Like, you know, even after it's gone. Traditional Unlimited. It almost makes me want to just play Hearthstone instead. Or I'll do a bit of Wild. But everybody wants me to try Magic, so I should do that at some point too. Can you actually do that in a browser, or do you have to... Well, I created the thing. Oh, here it is. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see it. Okay, here we go. Paper versus scissors. Let's see what kind of fun theme deck he has. Yeah, I don't know what the whole spaced out thing was here, like in the middle. That must have been a different format. So it's his turn, main phase 1. It's a lot of fun stuff with 2,000 plus. You could do Zombria. I'm assuming what he has doesn't have a ton of defense, so it wouldn't really matter. In fact, let's keep above the 19 threshold and just do that. And this has a pretty good negation effect too. It's like just a net positive. Oh, it can't be destroyed. So again, Heavy Mallet could work for this one too. If it inflicts battle damage to your opponent with a direct attack, you discard 1 card. So yeah, this is like Marshmelon or something that has like a very sticky quality to it. After resolving a card effect that targets this face up. After resolving an effect, destroy the card. So like that, or Marshmelon. I'm trying to think of what other sticky stuff like that there is that just can't be destroyed. Those are actually the only 2 I can think of. He's going to change it to face down defense position. I guess sometimes defense does matter, but it still has 1600, which is pretty good. So he tribute summons for a 2. Speaking of allowing yourself to tribute, that would be the perfect way to do it. But thankfully, I still have a lot of stuff. If you inflicts battle damage, so he has a lot of battle damage punishing stuff. So you can't let him hit you with anything. That isn't Earth type, so I couldn't do this. How do you like rearrange? You can shuffle your hand. So we could just destroy that. Once per turn during your standby phase, if this card is in your possession and was destroyed by an opponent's card effect. So we can't do it by card effect. So you gotta pick the right time to do some of these. This will be at 19, but that's a good use of it. So I wonder if he has something there. He has Mirror Force. Okay, pretty reasonable. To Grave. Let's get out of here. So now he's going to force me to... This is where it's just too much monster heavy, where I just can't react to this. I should probably put Premature Burial and stuff. Special summon the card from the graveyard. You can declare 1 type, I guess. Whoops. One of those from the deck to the graveyard. 1 monster. He knows my deck pretty well, so I can send anything to the graveyard. What is something that would be good in the graveyard? Maybe an Earth type. Then I could use it to summon Gigantus. So you can do... I think it already shuffles, but I'll just do it again. I wonder if there's a rule against that. Like you can't just keep shuffling over and over and over. I should put my custom picture too, if it lets you put my Diablo. Whoops. Thing. Alright, so you can put the Trap Jammer, you can attack it again, and he shouldn't really have a great way to deal with it. In fact, now's the time to really take advantage of that. Let me actually save this and do this instead. So you could normal summon. Banish 1 Earth monster from your graveyard. So that is a synergistic play, at least. Banish. And special summon. And then go for it. You shouldn't be able to stop it. And then destroy the face down. Oh yeah, that too. He gets 1 target spell card to his hand. And so when this is destroyed by battle, it destroys all spells and traps, which shouldn't affect me as much necessarily. Oh, you can still put card down during this phase, right? I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. Just so I can use it next turn. But normally you should try to do it at the beginning, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, like main phase 2 is often very underused. Nothing really happens in main phase 2 ever. But I guess it's just like after the battle occurs, you can maybe react to it a little bit. So I still can't change it back until the end of my next turn. This is cannot be special summoned if it's normal summon. Target one face-up monster. Change it to face-down defense position. Probably this one. Or wait. Once per turn during the end phase, you can return it to the hand. So he chose not to put this in face-down position. Or maybe he'll do it now. If it's normal summon or flip face up, target one face-up monster on the field, change it to face-down defense position. I mean, I guess it wouldn't matter. So you can still flip summon and normal summon in the same turn, right? If this is set, you could still flip it and you could still summon, because there's no way they would punish you that hard for just flipping something. So that must be okay. My vote is for Hearthstone Arena. It's pretty fun. Oh, there was a new expansion? Yeah, it seems like they make expansions quite often. So he's gonna flip it. Tsukiyomi. Some of these names are super hard to figure out, and some of them just sound awkward. Like the, whatever, white magical hat and stuff. Thinking. There should be a thinking button. So we could get this lovely spell canceller out there. It's gonna go back to his hand. This is totally a card that Noah used, right? So, this is an interesting proposition, to be sure. But then again, he's just gonna summon something and just... It's like, you can flip... Like, the act of me flipping this wouldn't... Whoops. I meant to do that. Okay. You can do this. You can put this down. And now let's see what he's gonna do. Always attack with the weaker one first. Bait out whatever he might do. But he could just wait, too. I don't know why I thought maybe you couldn't do that for some reason. Thanks for the follow. What kind of Hearthstone decks you like? Oh, I liked a lot of different themed ones I made like in Wild. But as far as like going up the ladder, I had done a lot with the Armor Warrior and stuff. That was like the last time I took it seriously anyway. Armor, and then Pirate Warrior put everybody to shame. Target it to face down defense position. But yeah, I do like control kind of slower decks, but for this format it's fine. So he chose to... Wait. It shouldn't affect what's happening with this. Okay, good. Yeah, this is kind of a very strong arm, forceful thing. Just high attack stuff. Gotta change that to defense mode. It's kind of a different feel having to do everything manually, but as long as people aren't dicks about it, it's fine. If only I had spell can... Wait. What would happen if you summon spell canceller now? It doesn't destroy it, it just negates it. So what does that mean? When this card is destroyed, I actually don't know the ruling on that. Does it destroy the monster, or... So if you negate the effect, would that destroy the card? Wait. Oh, okay. A lot of stuff just dedicated to putting stuff face down. Like that Tsukiyomi thing. Oh yeah, I remember this card very well. The very overused card. After damage calculation, you can banish the monster as well as this card. So you could just throw it into something super strong and tank the life points. Banish the monster and the card. Because otherwise it wouldn't be destroyed, so he must be doing that. Destroy it to the grave. But you also have to banish that, don't you? You can banish that monster. And you would take life points, too. What do you mean? Like, yeah. Wait, now I can't... Oh, I can still do this. This is the beauty of... So, let me just do it and see if it works or not. Special summon attack by removing Goblin attack force from the graveyard. Classic combo. Get one high power thing for another special summon attack. Then you... Oh, if it's destroyed by battle, you could destroy that. So now you sack it for this. And then, I don't know what happens. Let's find out. I don't care if it doesn't even work. What happened? It might do nothing. It's not like in the show where like Jinzo just destroys with his eye laser the trap cards. I'm just learning. What about Warlock? Yeah, I love Renounced Darkness. Do you like custom cards? Yeah, they can be pretty cool. There should be a format in Hearthstone where you can actually do that. You can just play and use custom cards. One of my favorite ones ever was just like the anti-spell deck with Lothab and with like so many, the Nerubians, everything just to stop spells from being useful. I forget what else is in it, but it's not even good. It's just super interesting. Never thought Imp Warlock would be broken. So it does destroy it. I'm kind of confused by that interaction myself. I don't even know if that really does work that way. Your monster goes to the graveyard. Okay, so that makes Spell Canceller feel a little bit less than useless, but he's probably still going to just destroy it right now. Now, Royal Decree could be good, but I almost want to like play this first and then do it. You don't want to just waste it. I like his deck though. It's not completely like all these tryhards who just do crazy stuff. So he doesn't even have any trap cards. So we could destroy this with a stronger one just to make sure. One of those instances like in the show where they could have won the duel if they just attacked. Okay, so you can't do it during the battle phase. But let's actually... No. Wait, what's happening? Oh. Let's shut down any possibility. Oh. Well, first of all, it doesn't work. So, but I failed on 2 counts there. It doesn't work because of my own spell canceller. But even if it did, it wouldn't affect this. So I completely just dropped the hammer, I guess you could say. What the fuck? Wait, what? Oh, that was last turn. He lost 1,800. New card from set is okay. Artificer. XY Mock. So what's he doing? At the end of the damage step, if this battled a warrior or spellcaster type monster, so you lose 600. Big surprise that that died. Now I'll lose another 900 from my own monster's effect. So I'm having trouble. It seems like Premature Burial is very valuable. I'm 100 points short, which is very unfortunate. I think I'm just going to lose now, but it'd still be worth it to keep these things going. Change it to defense position. It's like this deck is very slow and stale in the sense that you don't have any card draw. You don't have any... So I could do like Pot of Greed and Premature Burial to kind of cycle the cards a bit. But I kind of wanted to do without that. Each player chooses one monster they control and switches those with another... with each other. Cannot change position, so you could move this to here. So you'll give me this one probably. Cannot change position, but it's not like I'm gonna die. And he's gonna lose 900 points actually from that. No, you can't do that. Cannot change their battle positions. Right? Isn't that what that says? Those monsters cannot change their battle position for the rest of the turn. When resolving the effect, that's only if it's targeted, I guess, by a specific effect. Oh, it's from Hearthstone? New legendary for Demon Hunter. Yeah, I barely ever played as Demon Hunter. You don't take damage from that. I think, okay. But yeah, he can't actually do this here. This is pretty fun though. I could come up with so many cool ideas for this. Even like Exodia, you can only have one piece of each, so it would take a bit of work to... It wouldn't be... I don't know, it'd be kind of degenerate, but I still want to try it again. It's fun just to play like a normal game with it, where like it's a deck that has it. I'm reading this bad card. I actually kind of like that because it only costs you 900 life points per turn, and you don't expect it. Right, this is the same turn still. Can you declare effects of cards that you... Alright. So we go to next turn. I have 45, he has 29. So we go ahead and do Slate Warrior, but basically now you get in just a spot where it's sticky. That thing's just going to stick. Oh, maybe I can let it get killed by it, and then it'll guarantee... When this is destroyed, you can special summon one zombie with 2,000. I obviously don't have one. Change that to defense mode. Destroy this, which is kind of important that it was in defense mode. Otherwise, this would have been a problem. All calculated. So we can take away 500 from his thing if we do this, and then we should be able to destroy it. So that's a unique way to kind of do it. Otherwise, I just don't have the means to deal with strong stuff. I'm supposed to be the one summoning strong stuff. Which of those monarchs destroys like a enemy minion? Because I forget. And I keep calling them minions. So you can turn this to face down. So I wonder if that would allow it to trigger the effect though. Now it'll gain 500, 500, which doesn't matter at all. Oh, but, oh shit. Now he's going to destroy it with this though, so it's going to have no negative effect at all. Wow. That's an advanced level play. Fuck. Targeted to face down defense position. I mean, that's where the defense comes into factor. Effect of what? But it would affect only this one. At what effect? At the end, if this battle, the warrior spellcaster destroy. That thing will have 600 now, but then it'll go back to the hand. Because he's just gonna cycle it back. That is a very good use of that. But I still can't do anything about it. I'll just keep normal summoning all day. So yeah, I should replace some of this stuff with Royal Decree. Could be Mirror Force or Magic Cylinder. Magic Cylinder's trash though. You want to destroy the stuff. Nobleman of Crossout. I think you banish it with this one. If it was a flip summon, each player reveals main deck. See, that shows you I remember certain things at least, which you obviously should. So you're going to take 24. I'm still alive, though. This is surprising. Reread Ryu Koki. Which one is that? We can do the giant orc. Man, this is so annoying though. It's almost like you'd want to... I guess he doesn't know what it is, but... My deck is very top heavy with attack and shit on defense. Build Destiny board. Oh yeah, that was a pretty fun one too. That could be good, yeah. Stall out like 5 turns. But I forget what happens if they just decide to... Yeah, that was pretty fun. Okay, let's quit out. You can call the judge, but I guess in these unrated garbage games, nobody cares. So let me make a few tweaks. I definitely think this is not going to help at all. Although it could, it's just like, eh. You need more stuff that destroys their stuff. Like Mirror Force. And I kind of want Premature Burial. Let's see, what other stuff is kind of not that good? That doesn't seem that good. Jinzo is fine. What was the other Monarch? It's like... target 1 set card. Wasn't there one that just destroyed one of their minions, period? If so, I can't find it. Let's do Premature Burial, which everyone seems to use. Ban card. I'm trying to do without any ban cards, but they're not necessarily banned in this format. Anubis is fine. Gaia is okay, because you probably are going to run out of cards. So you could remove any card you want and put Pot of Greed and it would be justified. So just... what would not be good here? I guess... I like this high attack sort of redundancy, but this probably won't come into play that much, so let's do Pot of Greed. I mean, everybody's going to use it, so you may as well just accept the fact. I don't know what other good ban cards we could possibly have that would actually be good. Oh, it doesn't get rid of the stupid password. Okay, let's try another one. Those weren't too bad necessarily. Build this for the goat. Let's see. Why is it called goat? Because it's the greatest format of all time. Except I think it's based on scapegoat, right? That must have been a big deal here. So you have the Chaos. What is this? Again, I forget the name of it. Dark Magician of Chaos. Black. I thought this came out way later. Was this really that old? Huh. Really? I don't remember seeing that until like super later, like on Baizer Shock. Of course, it has the one Jinzo. Look how many banned cards, limited cards. What a degenerate format. There's the Scapegoat. Card Destruction. Yeah, this looks kind of meta-ish, but it is cool because there's so few repeated... Wait, is that even 40 cards? Oh, 2 times, I see. Yeah, that looks really good. I don't remember seeing this too much, but if your life points are lower, original attacks doubled. If your life points are higher, so you expect them to be lower most of the time, I guess. Swords of Revealing Light. Call of the Haunted. What does this thing do? Pay 5,000 life points, special summon 1 fusion monster in attack position. Interesting. Okay, let's try this guy. Yeah, there's so many cool ideas I want to try. It's too bad the spell canceller Jinzo thing doesn't even work though, because you can only have 1 Jinzo. So what's the point of that? Like, would it really be that bad if I had 3 Jinzos? You still have to tribute. I don't think that would be too busted. I think Premature Burial is going to come into play here pretty big. It does make sense because I have so much stuff that's just going to sit around. So it must attack, but it doesn't have to here. What was that one thing that could attack on the first turn that Merrick plays? That stupid eel or whatever. So what is this? Your opponent gains 1,000 life points. Not going to make much of a difference. So if only we had a Trap Jammer instead, then I could attack without worrying about anything. So you could tribute. I think I'll just wait. So these two synergize pretty well because you can remove the earth from your graveyard. Remove from play. I guess I'll just go all in because that's what this deck is about. But this is going to go to defense mode anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Whatever happens. Sangin, I remember this being super popular, of course. Very good effects. Fun game. You quick download and yeah, I might make it in a second. It wouldn't be that hard to just like type everything. Anyway, so this goes to, wait, what did he do? He just got Sangan. Go to defense and then attack directly. Scapegoat. It's like sometimes these games are only as fun as you make them. So when everybody just plays the meta stuff, it can be kind of, oh, he just summons 3, I get it. You know, like with Hearthstone, Wild can still be super fun, but everybody wants to play some broken shit. It's still a choice on the player base. Graceful Charity. I can't say anything. I have Pot of Greed. It's just such a broken concept. Like, you just cycle through cards. That's what so many of these decks are about. It doesn't even matter if the cards are useful or not, like in the graveyard or this or that. You're just trying to get through. It almost feels like every deck is like an Exodia deck or something, but you're just trying to get to the cards that are actually good. Brain Control. Okay, now this is very justifiable. So you can go ahead and discard 1 card, which should be maybe this one. So he doesn't actually lose the 800 points, does he? Or does he still? No, he... I actually don't know the ruling on that. I guess you still have to pay it to activate it, and that if it's special summon, draw 1 card. Move that to the grave, move that to the grave. Those are just some of my most used cards of all time, though. Magic Jammer and Trap Jammer. I use them in almost every deck, at least one of them. It's just so intrinsic to my whole thing. Because you want to just be able to go in and be like, I can attack and there's nothing he can do about it. Anything he plays is just going to be negated. Even though Trap Jammer is kind of limited in its usefulness because it only works during the battle phase. So you could tribute, but at this point it doesn't even really seem worth it. I guess I could... Oh no, these aren't Earth type, so... I just kind of want to go buck wild right now. Just go nuts with it. Minus 800. Special summon this guy. Put that 1,000 life points he gave me to good use. Now just destroy everything he's got. Okay, so he's down to 1 scapegoat. That's why they call it the GOAT format. It's not even called a scapegoat, though. It's just called a token. I guess that's used for probably a lot of things. Any sort of generic token. Everybody uses this damn card. So you can go ahead and say 4, which typically works out pretty good. So if I call it right, he can... Wait. Until you activate a monster that can be normal summoned. I guess it's not that good, honestly. You can discard it. Wait, what's happening? Oh, he's able... I like that picture. Custom art. Trap cards and their effects on the field cannot be activated. Negate all trap effects, which I don't have any. So I could just summon this and equalize Jinzo right now. Of course, I don't have anything to discard for it. So which one does he choose? He gets rid of the gorilla. This is a pretty good game so far. Even if I lose, like, I like the pace of this. It's not too... I really went in hard on that last turn, though. That was a hard commit. So we take away the 900 points, and then we go through to here. So I'm going to sacrifice Zombria the Dark. I should have put a counter on him to just show... Which one did I use this on? I used it on here. I kind of don't like that 1900 thing. So you're going to sacrifice it for here. I feel like I just have to get rid of Jinzo. I'm not going to let it stick around. And now he can't really do anything because his own Jinzo stops it. To just sack it. I think it's worth it. Okay, so this guy hangs around, but the premature burial is necessary. So now what I could have also done is summon Gigante, so that was a mistake. I should have just done it. Just go all in. You could have even destroyed... You can strategically sacrifice your own, just walk it into something stronger to destroy all the... Use like a heavy storm. Oh shit, he's doing nothing. I think he's just dead. If only you waited till next turn, if I had this. So you lose another 900. I'm just going to kill myself with these things. So you go ahead, you normal summon, you set, you special summon by removing this from play. Which one? Banish either that or the goblin attack force. So you better hope he has something good. Oh my god, dude. At least it's not the worst thing. Like, if it was Mirror Force or something. Of course, now I could negate that if it was. Is Lightning Vortex still viable in this? Like, is it allowed? That was a card I used a lot, too. A lot of cards that have a good effect that sort of... I'm going to take 1800 now, though. Oh, shit. If it attacks face down defense, inflicting piercing damage. So he's going to destroy all the stuff on the field. Right? That's my own effect, but if it's destroyed by battle, destroy all spells and traps. Whoops. Okay. So I didn't get to do anything with that. I could tribute it, and I see no reason really not to. Even if he uses a trap against it, so what? It would happen anyway. This is where you just burn out of cards. Like, there's no reason to just play it safe. Just do it if you're gonna... Oh my fucking god. It's not even that good. It's just stalling it out. I mean, there are better cards. Like, why wouldn't you just have Mirror Force rather than that? Tribute one monster, excavate the card. I guess it lets you tribute stuff. Until something with normal summoner set. It has a flip effect, so it's not going to be that good. Some of these cards you just see a bit too often. Special summon it. He's not really doing too good. It's just he's stalling it out pretty well. That's really Joey's card in the show. Right, he's the one who uses it the most. Or maybe he's the only one who uses it. Ever. Skill Drain. Yeah, this is pretty fun, though. This guy's kind of just burned out, though, I think. Just give me something I can attack with. This is a very monster-focused, attack-focused deck, and now when I need it, it's just not there for me. You could always put this down as like a bait, too. You could just set this and make them think, oh, it's a trap, it's a bluff, when really it's nothing. So you're going to go ahead and hit a 4 every time. Another one of the same thing, and it's 4, so we finally pay off. It just makes sense, but you would think they would know that, too. Okay, Zambria the Dark. Also. So I don't know, you can use Cyberjar or not, because that would be pretty devastating sometimes. You can normal summon set, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't even let me have the satisfaction. So what would be good now is if he summons something strong and I summon something, or I draw something strong, and then I could discard it and use this effect. Right, that's always a good thing, but... Or even if it's like that stupid thing... The perfect field right now, this doesn't even require you to discard a card. There's no way it's going to have that much defense anyway. So you put like a counter on him. Just to show that he's at 1900... Whatever. Right, I don't think it's destroyed something before that. Oh yeah, maybe I forgot to do it. It didn't really matter, though, because all these values are so low. It gives you so many resources to work with here. Alright, so we can summon the Gorilla too, and we have Trap Jammer, so he should just be done for. You can't attack even with... You can't attack with Zambria. Opponent, admitted defeat, you win the duel. Very nice. Was that the first time I actually won? That might be. Of course, it probably won't keep records of each deck, will it? Whatever, I can just keep it myself. Good thing I have it on video. Let me try a couple more of this. I'll try some other crazy decks different time, too. I just want to give it a shot. So this is a very fun format, despite some of the stuff that is... Oh, is that like their record maybe? 749 to 3001. See, this guy's just having fun. If that is what it is, but it can't be because 100 to 0, 100 to 0. How could it be just first turn draw, one field? I do like these sort of Guardian Dreadsight, but isn't that from Raphael's deck? Why would that be in GX? Alright, we'll host one more. Brandonovan. What you really got to figure out is how many of these banned cards and stuff you really want to use. At first I wanted to make this with 0, but then you realize like you're just not going to have enough stuff to cycle through. You'll just run out of cards and then you're top decking every turn, and you just can't play like that. So which is an Earth monster? Oh, this is Earth. I guess there's no downside to summoning it because it's not going to go in defense mode yet, so it's up to me what I want to do. That's a very strong first turn. You summon at 2300. He's just going to let me whack him in the face with it too. Set this. You could do Slate Warrior. You could do this. It's like you want to have something still active to attack though. You don't want to attack with both and just even as much damage as it is. What didn't mean to end his turn? He's taking it like a champ though. Now you set this to defense mode. I mean, you can't really just give people turns back randomly. No, no, no. No, what are you doing? What? Right? Some of those cards were from... I don't know what just happened. Whatever. You come like this. So there's still no Earth type in there. That's right, Dark. You could use Premature Burial on it. So it's not going to be active until the end of this turn. You could special summon it using the... Wait. Oh no, I can't. I meant to do that one. We'll take away 800, and then you'll do... Okay, so now we can just go in with this. Attack, hit him in the face. Oh, there's the Cyber Jar I was looking for last game. Destroy all monsters on the field. Both players reveal something, and they can special summon a bunch of stuff. I think sometimes that just stays around for a while. Reveal the top 5 cards and special summon all revealed level 4 or lower monsters. So we could just draw. And what is it? Special summon 4 or lower. So special summon. You can see what card it is. Send this to the graveyard. 1, 2. Thankfully, this kind of benefits me, so maybe I should have it. 3. Graveyard 4. Graveyard 5. Does that mean they can still attack? All cards you keep. Add any remaining cards to their hand. Oh, my bad. To hand. Oh, but just so you can see them at least. To hand, to hand, to hand. Now, don't I still get to attack? There's no reason why you shouldn't still be able to. Special summon all revealed level 4 or higher. 1, 2. I'm assuming he goes in defense mode with most of these. You got a couple things. Ojama Trio is amazing in Duel Links, right? When you only get 3 slots. You can't face up attack or face down defense. Oh, you can do that. I guess it kind of spoils what they are, but then again, they would have to show what they are. So you can special summon something with that. Kind of like Sangin, right? Mystic to... Oh my god. One to yet another. Endless loop chain of just cycling through the damn deck. I think my chat derped out for a little bit, as usual. It always does that. So, that is kind of a cool thing. Like, Cyberjar not only lets you special summon stuff, but since it's in the battle phase, most likely, you can just attack with it right away. It's kind of like that defusion thing. How long would it make you wait for him anyway? What was this again? I guess I could do a little life point damage, but to have to subtract 900 from myself. Destroy a target. This should also go to defense mode. Maybe that wasn't the greatest idea. I could put some of this stuff down. You should always put down Magic Jammer just for the heck of it. Because now at least I won't be able to use it until... I guess it won't matter. I won't be able to use it till his next turn. Graceful Charity, I could have used it right there if I had done it now, though. Some elements really confuse me, especially the fact that so many of the cards I thought you could use, you can't actually do that. Which I don't fully get, even. I swear I remember using some of these, but maybe it just wasn't the same format. This guy's taking too long. Kind of derped out on his first turn, too. He just skipped it, but at least he took it like a champ. 4,000 damage to the face on turn 2. Which would be enough for an OTK if we were playing in like the anime style, 4,000 each. He destroys this sucker. Now, you're looking at a possibility to Goblin Attack Force Gigantes into this and to put everything down into summon this maybe next turn. So what's he gonna do? 1,000? Or no, he didn't do it. He's just taking so long, I think. It's a Jedi mind trick. There's too many things to summon now. Just set everything, though. I don't even... I just want to get Gaia out somehow. Oh, but shit, if he destroys this... No, but he's not going to, because I'm just going to special summon it right now by banishing this. And then we go ahead and... draw one card. Trap Jammer. Unless he did really play that. And you could do like that for like Slifer to give it 1,000 more attack during the battle phase. To Grave. Normal Summon. Oh, but it can't attack the same turn you do that. Target one... No, it doesn't even say that. You can send one monster from your hand to the graveyard. Target one thing on the field. Inflict damage to both players. He's almost dead, though. I guess I can't do much about that. Zombria is going to cuck me from summoning Gaia. Gaia is also a great option to discard from that effect to be able to destroy a 2300 that they control. It's like 4 damage for 8. Oh my god. So now he's going to do 2100 just like that. I'm guessing, at least. There's no like backlog of all the moves though. That's one thing they should probably add, but it must be hard to keep track of. But it's not like that's the one thing about Hearthstone that's so amazing. Like, not only is there a backlog, but you also get Oh, fuck that. Fuck that. Oh, it gives you a good excuse to to get Gaia out. 500 for each monster they control. So basically 0. Or does that work in the hand too? Oh, it's a, wait. What are you doing with just desserts? Special summon 3 Ojama tokens. They cannot be tributed. Each time one is destroyed, you take 300. First, the trio. Okay. So do it. You won't even be able to. It should be illegal to do that because you can't summon 3. Oh my god, this guy is so slow. Like, I'm just playing this for the first time in so long, and even I'm faster than him. Although some of the effects are super fucking confusing. We could just kill him outright. If only I had a stupid ass trap jammer already on the field. So summon 3 things that you can't even do. I don't know if that... I don't think that's really a rule, though. Even if you can't do all 3, it still would summon 2. Which would be fine. What card is it even that blocks out 3 of your... 3 of your squares? It's one of the Ojamas, but you have to, like, fuse to get it. I'm just gonna do that where I troll people. Wait, but that's not even... Oh, is it from your opponent? To your... Oh, this is similar, but there's one that just blocks out 3 squares, period, for good. So I'm going to take 300 from each, but his turn's already over. They cannot be tributed if this is the only card in your hand. So I could just kill him with this, but he's probably not going to... Oh, so he's just changing the order of his moves. Is that what it is? Alright, fine, I get it. Pretty cool deck, actually. It has some good damage stuff. Read your actual stream chat. How do you know I'm even streaming? This isn't the same guy, is it? Yeah, we can do another one if you want. You take 1500. I still have 400 left, and I could just kill him here, and he has to remove that. Oh no, can I special summon? Oh, you can remove a Gigantes to get another Gigantes. What an amazing... Oh shit. I would have to do it right now. Let's like Gaia do the honor. I promise to not use burn deck. You're not going to use anything because you're dead. But burn decks are pretty fun. Please don't have like magic cylinder or some shit. Dude, come on. Gaia is a sick way to win the game. Fuck. 200 for each card in their hand and each card they control. Okay. Damn it. I don't know if that's bad to just quit. You should actually drop your life points to 0. Okay, I'll do the same password again. We got 1, 2, 3. Host. There is only 2 genders. What does that have to do with the game, though? Of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I guess my name maybe gives away that I might be a streamer, but still. Is that you? I'm sorry, I forgot your username. Or for some reason I thought his username was something else. I guess you could multi-box too, like what would prevent you from being able to play multiple games at once? Okay, let's try again. Yeah, I used to love that wave motion cannon thing with the blue birds and stuff. I forget what they're called, but you flip the birds to do 1,000 and then you flip them back. And you use like the trap thing that prevents you from So we get the perfect opening thing with this. You won't be able to discard that many cards though. So normal summon this, I'm going to take 900 guaranteed. Use my iPad because I did not set up computer because you moved from the house last week. I see. So, okay, he places a card down. So Trap Jammer is very good here. Right, just because you can guarantee good attacks. Gigantes is really good, but I don't have enough Earth types to really always take advantage of it. I have like maybe 6 or 7, because I guess he counts as 1 too, but you're typically not... And it kind of all synergizes, because you could use this to put one in the graveyard to summon another one, stuff like that. Pot of Greed. Damn right. I don't want to give up another that easily, but I guess I will. Because I don't want to discard any of the other 2. Discard a Magic Jammer to use a Magic Jammer. Amazing. For fuck's sake. All this card draw. I guess I should have it too. What does that have to do with it? The controller plays 900 during something something. He dumps that into the graveyard and probably has to dump one more. Yeah, how do you change your picture here? I think I could make a pretty cool one for this. I'll check after this game. I can just put my little shush thing, right? You should be able to put whatever you want. Or maybe you can't. It might just force you to use it. It should let you use a custom picture though. So you take 900 right there. And you have Trap Jammer as well. Nothing in there. Let Zombria do the honors here. And then hit him in the face. If he has a trap, I could jam it. And it would be worth it. Because you want something sticky on the field. That he just can't do anything about. That's the point of it. Always just make sure you get what you want out of it. Oh yeah, and custom card backs in Hearthstone. Little aesthetic stuff like that can always mix up a game that you're playing for such long periods of time. He's going to special summon some zombie thing with 2,000 defense or less. So if it has exactly 2,000, I can't do anything about it. But he's going to cycle through his deck. And do it again. So maybe now he'll summon something with 2,000. 2,000 or less defense. That was done pretty well, so make sure there's a counter on here. So you can kill that and do the battle damage effect. The other one does kind of negate it. Okay, so you can use Lightning Vortex. Now we know. Wait a second, though. When this card is targeted by the effect of a card. I don't know if that would work because it's like, it's not being specifically targeted. It's just an AoE effect. Oh shit, all this direct damage stuff. 2,300. Discard one random card. And then this, what does this make you do? Declare one thing from their deck to the graveyard. I already took the damage, but we want to get rid of a spell. Any kind of stupid spell. I guess since I already have this, I don't know how much more strong stuff he's gonna do. Okay, what do we got here? You don't even need to use Hammer Shot. It's kind of the beauty of it. You can just get away with this. Destroy it outright. Okay, I have Trap Jammer, so he can't do anything about it. Or like, what are some of the quick spell stuff that you can do during the battle phase? Like Shrink, or... There's not too many, really. Merrick uses one that's kind of cheese to prevent himself from losing against Joey. So he could have won, like, twice. Okay, so One attack position with the highest attack. I just can't dignify using that on him, but I'll at least put it there. So if you summon something strong, I can always deal with it. So see, now we're in top deck mode, so I should be in very good shape. I don't know what those 2 face down cards are, though. They could turn out to be very good. Heavy Storm. Okay, this is why you need another Magic Jammer. Fuck. Torrential Tribute. When a monster is summoned, destroy all monsters on the field. But that didn't even... Oh, he's just... Okay, he's just destroying them. Okay. Leaving himself pretty wide open. So in this case, it would actually be prudent not to attack, because it doesn't matter, right? That little amount of damage isn't going to make a difference. You just want to have something beefy in attack mode. You don't want to let it be killed by something else, even the same thing, right? This is the right play. You just leave it out there like a tank, almost. That's the beauty of it. Like, holy shit, dude. Now you see why we like Gaia. Even though I can't do anything with it, because that stupid guy is still there. I guess I need something else too. Lightning, Vortex, or Fissure. That is a god to your top deck. Another special summon cycle kind of monster. I do remember that one pretty well. There's so many cards like that. He special summons another one. I guess I will do it now. Just because I don't want to have to deal with so many. So even if he destroys my other thing, I'll just let it be. Gaia does fit pretty well with this deck because you are going to be top decking and, you know, just not having cards a lot because you want to play through everything that you have. So it should be destroyed and he still takes a certain amount, like 800. So if he does that, then he has to summon something else, or I guess he doesn't have to, but... So it destroys the rat. It's amazing what cards are considered good in the show versus what card... You contribute this card and target... Oh my... That's the perfect one to special summon, actually. Because now I can't stop it, so I shouldn't have done that. If he had done it last time, then I would have done... Like, instead of the rat, I would have done it. So you can destroy Gaia and this both. That was definitely a misplay on my part. I shouldn't have killed the rat. I forgot all about this card. Fuck. It's kind of like a twofold thing, right? If he summoned it the first time, I could have killed it, so he wouldn't have done it. So he only waited to bait me the whole time. So how many turns has it been? I think this has only been last turn. So I can't really do anything. Damn, I should have been leading better, because Gaia would still be here as far as I'm concerned. He flips it and target one spell in the graveyard, add it to your hand. Hey Karibo fan, how's it going? Of course, the obligatory Pot of Greed play. No big deal. Summon something big and then I can just destroy it. I need more cards like this that just destroy straight up stuff. I should have a Lightning Vortex, I should have a... But then I have too many cards that discard stuff. Like... Magic Jammer... what's the other one? He's going to destroy it here and then do 2,000, I presume. Make me remove a card from my deck. Which isn't even necessarily that bad, because it helps you cycle through. Kind of the way that seems to be such a big deal sometimes. So what's the trap card that's just not going to be useful? Probably... Well, I don't have that many. Probably just get rid of a Trap Jammer for now. I still have one left. But you'd want like a Mirror Force. Spell Canceller. This is why you just say it's completely garbage. He's going to make me discard it too. Or, yeah. Some people are sticklers about that. You can't play a spell card during the draw phase. Pretty good. Why Hammer Shot if Smashing Grounds is available? I guess because I forgot what that is. I'll have to check it after this. Smashing Grounds. We can put this down just so he doesn't make me discard it. Smashing Ground is destroy face-up monster that has the highest defense, which is usually pretty good, I guess, for the same purpose. Probably right. So he's going to do 300, 300. And give me something that actually has attack that I can actually use. Fuck. You might think I have too many things to tribute into, but it's not even like I lose, though. Because, oh, fuck, I'm going to lose Jinzo, though. This was meant to be a Jinzo deck, but then you realize you can only play one Jinzo. So you could have, like, Call of the Haunted and stuff to bring it back. I mean, I guess you could have jammed that, but it's just in principle, because you're going to discard this anyway. Look how low his attacks actually are, but it doesn't even matter. Morph Jar. Both players discard and draw 5. Now that kind of benefits me more than him. He could just be being cheeky with that move. Because I was completely just done for. His deck is so many weenies, though. It's just good effects. I don't know if you can use Marshmallow in here. Target one zombie, special summon it to the field, also banish. He might just be able to kill me here. He probably should be able to. Go is mostly weenies, not if you look at my deck. I mean, I have only 1900 pluses. That's kind of my whole philosophy with it, in fact, is just to try to intimidate them with... Wait a second. Zombie monster. Special summon... Oh, ban it. I see, I see. Hammer Shot also checks your own stuff. Yeah, I guess sometimes the defense value could screw you over, but for the most part, it should be good. The assumption when you play stuff like that is almost that they only have one thing on the board anyway, so it doesn't really matter what it is, but sometimes you can't guarantee that. But see, against my deck, that would be bad, because it wouldn't destroy this, because it has 0 defense, or, you know, certain things like that. Assuming I had other stuff, but you wouldn't necessarily want to use it on something like this anyway. I mean, he's obviously going to just destroy me. He's trying to do a fancy final turn. Pretty good combo that he waited a while to do, though. Shouldn't it just automatically... Oh, it doesn't end until you actually quit. Sangin. Oh, it's cool that it shows you their hand. Okay, let me try one more, just random. But, like, what did I learn from that one? You should always identify... Oh, first of all, we could replace at least one of these with... what was it again? I used to use Fissure a little bit, too. What does that do? Destroy the face-up your opponent controls that has the lowest attack. It's pretty rare that that would be any good. Smashing Ground could be good. For maybe 2. And I kind of want a lightning vortex too. Let me have a little bit of each. One of each. What was the other thing he used that was interesting to me? You can't use Call of the Haunted on Jinzo because that would just, right? It would just negate itself. Premature Burial I have. What else could I do with this? There's something that feels like it's missing. Good amount of strong minions. I feel like this should be good in most cases. Like, it's just very consistent with... You'll always have something strong out on the board. Oh, I should do, like, Morphing Jar myself, because I commented how good it's going to be anyway. Both players... Because I'm not going to have cards in my hand. That's the thing. It's almost like a card of sanctity, in a way. It gives your opponent cards, but it might not matter. So you can get rid of maybe one of these. I don't know, actually, if you can afford to do that. Spell Canceller is just trash, dude. I wanted it to be there, but even though I acknowledge it's bad from the beginning, like, I'm just bending over backwards to try to make it work. There's got to be another kind of deck that you can do that's actually going to make it good. How come it brought my password back? Jinzo negates, calls negatives. Oh, it does work. Magic Drain or Spell Jammer. What is Magic Drain? When your opponent activates a spell, they can discard one spell to negate this card's effect. Otherwise negate, and if you do, destroy it. So they can discard a spell card specifically. Maybe. Here's a deck of mine to use better. I'm not necessarily even trying to make the best possible deck, just whatever kind of suits me, but a little bit of water stuff. You got the one breaker. Don Zalug. Oh yeah, I remember this guy too. Gearfried. So what is the point of Gearfried in this? When if either player equips a card, destroy the equip card. There must be something you're fusing it into or something. Relinquished is kind of annoying with how many people use it. Oh yeah, these are good too. Yeah, I don't have enough stuff that actually destroys minions. Because I guess I'm expecting to be the one who's the aggressor most of the time. Hey, Zik. Oh, can you be next? Yeah, sure. Sorry, I didn't see it till just then. You should be able to play actually multiple games at once. Okay, we can do one after this. Let's do Magic Jammer down. Like, I want to get Jinzo out so badly, but he's just not letting me do it. Or, like, nobody lets me do it. Just a single tribute monster. How hard is it? And then you could just cycle through. If it's summoned, blah, blah, blah. Wait. Place one spell counter. You can special summon one or two in face down defense position. Okay, but we're going to negate whatever spell he ends up playing because of it. But then he can just cycle through and do it again. Graceful Charity. I wonder if I should do it. So which one would be okay in the graveyard? Maybe this one. So negate that busted, overpowered card. At least now he has to go through a bit of trouble to do it. It's almost like he saw that coming. Like, how could you prevent that? It might just not be worth doing then, because you know... But I guess he could have played it twice regardless, because he could have done it and then still flipped it and then still done it. Gearfried one-turn kill. Gearfried combos with Blast with Chain. Miss playing Hearthstone? It's just not fun anymore, honestly. There's way too much. It's kind of like with modern Yu-Gi-Oh, right? There's too much bloat and power creep and stupid stuff. I still play Wild once in a while. Banish one light or dark monster from your... Wait. You can target one face up, banish the target. Okay. Lose a measly 300. You gain 1,000 from Goblin. Oh, yeah. This guy's, like, not even saying anything. Okay, we bring, like, this. I think I'm going to get destroyed now. I'm going to try to equalize that card so it doesn't cause me too much trouble. You should never go for... That's true in Hearthstone, too. Like, you should never just go face. I do have the Magic Jammer, but it's not going to work for me now. Always one turn late with those things. You have a couple Hearthstone decks you might like to face? Sure. Not right now, but... Yeah, I just play all kinds of wild theme decks that aren't even good, but they're just interesting. Which is kind of the same thing I would do here. Okay, everybody uses this thing too. Target one face-up monster on the field, and then he flips it again. Holy shit, Graceful Charity degenerate here. Can't blame you though. Okay, now I can do it. Forget about Jinzo, dude. I've had enough of this clown behavior. Now I'm just gonna be out of cards, which is why Morphing Jar would be really good. 3,400. Okay. These decks are a bit more advanced than I thought that they're using. I thought it'd be a little bit more simplistic. So now this can at least bring this guy down to 1,800 if he doesn't stop it with the trap or something stupid. Okay, good. So you do a little bit, take a bite out of him. Now any of my monsters should be able to kill it once he does this. So unless he destroys it by some other means like that, you can target one face up, banish the target. You can just keep doing that forever. So this is objectively better than... Wait. What's that? Okay. 3,400. Okay, dude. The other card game I've got to try one day is Magic. I've really never played it. Especially not the original one. I played a little bit of the Arena, but people tend to say it's not really like true Magic. Okay, we can get a special summon out of it, but it's not going to matter. Just to stay alive, I guess. Special summon in defense position. Just set that because we can't do anything else. Just don't die. Look how many cards he has, though. This is the Graceful Charity effect. It's just so... It's like this format is perfect, but just take away a few of those banned cards. That's why they were banned in the first place, I guess. Graceful Charity and Pot of Greed. I guess you could say, oh, if both players just use it, it'll cancel each other out, but it just creates too many crazy combos and stuff. Think you like playing Hearthstone because it's automatic? Not really. No, I don't mind this aspect of it. I mean, there are plenty of versions of Yu-Gi-Oh! That are automatic. Like, you could play Duel Links or something. Why does he keep thumbs upping? You could put this to the grave by the effect. Did you defeat the Frozen Throne? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I beat the Lich King. I forget what it gave you even, but... Oh god, relinquish too? So can you do that even when it's face down? I guess you must be able to. Move it here. So what is that? What if they have 5 monsters though? Then I wouldn't have been able to change control. I guess you can put it in the graveyard and do it then. Tribute 1 monster. Touch will summon 1 fusion monster from the extra deck with the same level as the tributed monster. Okay, dude. Good game. This guy's pretty good. Okay, I'll do another password one. Okay, last game. Zik wanted to play. The password is just 123. And Donald J. Trump is playing Unlimited. Tiger Soldier. Edison. You could do like some anime theme decks too, but the problem is you would need like a different version of the game than this, because this doesn't have a lot of those crazy anime cards, I don't think. That's the one that was so busted, was the Orichalcos Gygus. You could almost do nothing about it. Just the whole Orichalcos deck is so busted. Zik. Okay, here we go. Gotta do scissors. Yeah. Let's see what we get for a starting hand. So you want to burn through the hand and do this. I don't think I've been able to summon Jinzo once. This is the problem, where it's kind of like a false... You know, it's just an illusion. You shouldn't even try to play stuff like that, but what else are you really going to do? You need to try to promote into something. Okay, very good card there. especially in a deck where I have no spell capability. All I'd have to do is play something like that in order to... You can banish the monster, also banish this card. But you should still lose 400 life points, right? After damage calculation. So now at this point we get to set that. It wasn't an earth type and it's not in the graveyard, so I can't do anything with it. In fact, this is one of those rare bricked hands where you just can't play anything. That's kind of ridiculous. This is not a deck where that should happen very often. That's so dumb, dude. This is such a monster-focused deck. Like, they're all 4-star stuff. Okay, he tributes into there. Now, there are a number of things I could summon that could just kill that outright. So he's going to say spell. Get rid of a spell card like... What is one that isn't going to be useful? They're pretty much all good. Oh, I was about to draw Pot of Greed. He fucked it up. That's an amazing thing. I guess Lightning Vortex isn't going to be that great. He's not going to have that many things out there. Presumably. That's why you could use, like, you know, Fissure or something on that Grim Reaper. What is it called? Spirit Reaper. Okay, we come here, so I can just kill that. This is what I love. Because you're killing something that was promoted for with something that wasn't promoted for. So anything else beyond that doesn't even matter. That's worth it. That's just a power play. Now, even if mine gets destroyed, I mean, it probably should, it's still good. Only thing that can make it better was if it was like the gorilla or something. Because then we could use it to sack into... Oh, he's actually going to give up the... Wait. Tribute one monster, special summon a fusion monster with the same level. Oh yeah, relinquished, of course. So you could give it to the other side. That's a weird animation. The box got like stuck in the middle there. You should make a couple Hearthstone cards and dueling but custom cards. Oh, I don't know how you do that. I should check it out. I didn't know you could make custom stuff. So that doesn't matter in terms of position. Okay. Or wait, it's 22. I keep calling it relinquish, but it actually the Thousand Eyes restrict. So it takes relinquish to create it. So Pegasus starts off with that, and then he fuses it further with the Thousand Eyes Idol, which is like a garbage card, I think. So if it would be destroyed, that one's destroyed instead. But I can't even attack, so like... Other monsters cannot change their battle positions or attack. Okay. So like, what's he gonna do? He's gonna take control of this one too? Or no, maybe he can't choose to do that. He can just attack into it and then do it. Right, by destroying his own thing. Or he could just sacrifice it. But that seems like a waste. I just love that effect. Like, you just can't do anything. It can attack, but you can't. Okay, he summons this. Special summon. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster. Banish the target. Okay. Now he can hit me for another 2200. My high attack values come back to bite me. I want to see two things. Yeah, I want to see how do you put a profile picture and how do you make custom cards. Okay, come to main phase. I basically just can't do anything. That's too bad. There's no way to get rid of this unless I destroy it. So he's kind of stuck with that, but that's pretty good. Nobleman of Crossout, we can banish it. Doesn't it say like it banishes everything of the same name? Banishes all cards from it with that monster's name. Wow, that was a pretty fleece job. Destroyed me. Okay, let's look at some of the settings here. Friend requests, comments, followed users, block users, this. Custom cards. So we could say like, what's a good... Let's try to do it in like Yu-Gi-Oh terms. The next spell card your opponent plays requires them to discard 2 spell cards, something like that. Because it would cost more in Hearthstone, but it wouldn't, there is no cost for something like that would be pretty good. Or, I guess you could put the picture and this and that. That would be cool. Oh, that'd be fun. You could just play Hearthstone in Yu-Gi-Oh, but then why not just play Hearthstone? And you'd have to really respect the rules that are presented then. Custom cards. Yeah, how do I edit like my own stuff? What does that mean? Huh? Oh, you can like take a picture of the screen. Where is it? My profile. It's gonna remove image. NSFW. Your screenshot. What happened? I didn't even have a screenshot. It logged me out. Let's look at it again. There is no image though. How would you even do this? It showed like an Imgur link. 50 wins, 100 wins. Oh, you get this for whatever. What is this? How would you... It's not NSFW, dude. I'm pretty sure it would let you put a custom... Oh, don't even show that, because what if it shows me something NSFW? For fuck's sake, why does it take you back? My profile. How do you put delete the selected image? Where did it show the Imgur thing? I don't know why I like doing this so much, but I like to put my same profile thing with everything I do. I guess you can't really do that in Hearthstone either, but it just seems dumb having that stupid Magician of Fate there the whole time. It's actually a suggested thing. Do I have to donate to use custom profile image or comments? Where's the section? How do you get custom? Yes. Where do you go to donate? Oh god. Alright, fine. I'm not gonna do that just to put a custom thing. Although it is a pretty damn good site. Like KCVDS was so good. I want to see, is that even still around? To just make it more clear. Rating, experience, nothing is really rated anyway. Oh, I guess I could put... How do I even change that? So that people can stream snipe me at their luxury. Profile viewers, my profile. Just like my chess profile, even if people beat me down, I keep coming back. I guess it's a semi-admirable trait. Rankings. This would be obviously in rated. What is the other thing I wanted to see? Oh, like, would it say that allows you to do custom? Don't know. It doesn't even say that, though. That's what's stupid about it. So these ones you could use at least. Anything where somebody's shushing? These all look kind of stupid. This one have seen so many times. What is that even? I've seen that image before somewhere. That looks more like a Pokemon than a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Oh, I guess Cyber Dragon I like, even though you can't use it in the goddamn GOAT format. Let's just do that. Okay. Kind of want to do one more. End on a good note before I flub up in chess. Here we go. First or second. So we got Mirror Force, so we should at least be able to counter whatever kind of crazy stuff he brings out. It's kind of lagging a little bit. Dado 988 wave motion cannon. I have respect for that. And now I can't stop it. I guess Gigantes could take it out if he sort of self-destruct it. Swiss. Both players must set spell cards before activating them and cannot activate them until their next turn after setting them. So now he'll think those are spell cards, but they're not. Oh, that seems like it's up my alley, though. It's a continuous. Level 4 or higher cannot attack. So I can't really do anything about it. It would have technically negated it in the battle phase, is when he played it, because, you know, it was just not, it was the same turn. Golem Sentry. You can change this to face down defense position. Target one, return that to the hand. Not the worst thing in the world, I guess. So he could hit me for... What the fuck? It's kind of like that bird, where you can just keep flipping it back down every turn. The blue bird. I forget what it's called. It kind of fits in this deck, too. Let's do it again. Well, there's no way I can get around the thing. Must attack if it's able, but it's not able. What would make more sense for such a strong monster would be... If it doesn't attack, it gets destroyed. Right, like it has to attack, and if it's prevented from doing so, you just lose. He can keep flipping it back to my hand here. You can change this to face down. If flip summon, target one spell trap, destroy it. I didn't even see if that was the one he clicked on. Remove this to the hand. Can't he still attack me too while doing this? No, because he's 4-star too. You could attack me with that. Why not attack? This is only a 3-star. Dude, that's just a misplay on his part, I think. He's gonna kill me with just wave motion cannon, just to BM me. There's nothing I can even do about this. Fuck. Just hard countered. Because he's got that stupid card. We need Jinzo, but we won't even be able to summon Jinzo. At least if he killed it, I could special summon something. And Gigantes could maybe suicide in combat. I keep misclicking. Shit. Simple combo like this is enough to just screw me over, huh? Pot of Greed, everybody's favorite card. Imagine you could have 3 Pot of Greeds in the same deck. Just forget about it, dude. So why isn't he attacking with this one is my question. I like this one that kind of counters spell cards, though. Well, he can't attack with that one. He should know that based on his own effect. Level 4 or higher monsters cannot attack. So yeah, that is cool that it kind of cuts through that limitation with the 3-star. I'm kind of just screwed. What do I even do? I guess he won't know how weak this even is. Yeah, the Cyber Dragon really suits me. That's what I'm all about, just power. It's kind of giving away my strategy, though. He flips it, I bring it to the hand. I mean, I shouldn't even badmouth them too much, like, oh, ha, ha, you have to donate, but people like this kind of deserve it, because this is such an awesome thing to be able to do. Even though it's not automated or whatever. You lose 1,000 from that. And then you could lose another 17, and then he could maybe finish me off with... Oh, not quite. He just has to wait till next turn with the wave motion cannon. There's just nothing I can do about this. Like, literally nothing. Both players must set spell cards before activating them, cannot activate them until the next turn after setting them. That's an amazing card. Okay, it looks like he fleeced me. Let him have the satisfaction of unleashing the wave motion cannon on my face. Alright, that's good enough. Pretty interesting experience. A lot of cards that I thought you could use, you actually can't use, though. So that I'm a bit surprised by.